Hello YouTubers, this is Championdjk coming at you again with another Hot Wheels video, and today I'm going to show you my first customs. Yep, I started making customs, and you know why? Because I've been watching all these awesome YouTube videos of people doing it. It sounded like fun, so I thought I would jump on the bandwagon and give it a shot myself. And let me tell you, it was definitely a rewarding experience. First off, shout outs to Mr. John, the Pooch Man. He's one of the first channels I ever subscribed to, and one of my inspirations. Also, Mr. Ellie Diecast, Mike Antares King, PJ Foreman, Deals on Diecast, and Mr. Sensitivity. Sorry if I forgot anybody, but those guys were pretty much my inspiration for starting to try to do this. Anyway, here is my first, I guess, successful custom. It's the Corvette Grand Sport Roadster. I painted the interior black but left the seats blue. I painted the base flat black but left the tailpipe yellow because that's how it is on the real vehicle. I painted the exhaust tips black. The wheels came from the SpongeBob Highway Hauler. I also painted some headlights, which turned out kind of mediocre, and I painted some taillights on it, which look kind of cool. So anyway, still got some issues. It doesn't quite sit flat, and I used button head screws, got a tap. That worked out actually very, very nicely. I made the axles with brass tubes. I did not glue them though, I crimped them, and I'll show you how those look. But anyway, here's a highway hauler with the Grand Sport wheels on it. This is not together at all. But anyway, I can kind of show you here how I did the axle. Basically, I just used the axle material that was already with the wheel, and I just put it in there and put a couple crimps in the brass, and it holds in quite nicely. I tried to use glue and it was frustrating to me, so I just decided to try this, and it actually works out okay. I still have to work out getting the wheels a little bit straighter so it rolls nicer, but turned out alright. Anyway, not all successful though. This was my first attempt at this vehicle. I painted it gloss black that time. I was impatient and I used a heat gun to dry the paint, and I ended up melting the base because I wasn't careful. This interior is actually the interior from the gray Grand Sport Roadster. I also tried to paint like silver in the little cracks here, and that didn't turn out so great, so I wasn't too happy with this one. Ironically though, this one rolls a bit better than the other one. So there's those two. This is what I did with the body of the other one. I found an old like 2000 Hot Wheels, and I took the wheels off of it. This is the interior from the blue car, and just did that quick little swap. These things fit in perfectly. I did not have to make axles for these. Other than that, some other failures here. This is a Ford F-150. Got these blue wheels on it. I drilled too far into the plastic, and this will have to be glued down, or I'll have to start again, which is not a big deal. I also drilled almost right through that, so there's a failure, but it looks kind of cool still. I also just did a couple of experiments with just taking off the paint. This I stripped paint from, and then I had painted the interior of it black. This is also from the SpongeBob set. These cars were all 250, so this is also what kind of decided me to start doing it. Pretty cool. And we got this one, was a Scooby-Doo car. I took the paint off of this one. I threw it in a tumbler, which I actually bought a tumbler for 50 bucks at Harbor Freight, and kind of shined it up a little bit. This one kind of looks nice. I might paint like headlight, taillight detail on these cars that I took the paint off of. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them yet. but I did screw it together. Looks pretty cool. This is another one I did in the tumbler, the dairy delivery. Just left the same wheels on it. Didn't make any axles for this either. This was also in the SpongeBob set. Kind of neat. And let's see here. This is also kind of a not great looking one. This one I did make axles for. I tried to paint black into here. Try to give the Lotus some real riders. It doesn't really roll very well. It doesn't really sit straight either. But I'll get better at it. Get better at making the axles. And then we got this one, which I took the wheels off of this one. This was also in the SpongeBob set. This was actually an ugly like tan color, and I painted it flat black. Didn't do anything else besides take the paint off. And then I put these wheels on. I'm not even sure what was the donor for these wheels. Anyway, I got a bunch of other different projects that I'm working on. This one rolls really nice. I didn't have to make an axle for this either. So far, I am good at screwing the base together, and I am not really that great at making the axles with the brass tubes. Maybe it's because I crimp them in that they're all uneven. I just got really frustrated with trying to use the glue. But anyway, there's my first attempt at some customs. I hope you like them. I found it to be very, very fun and kind of addicting now. So now I just got another thing to supplement my Hot Wheels addiction. And I don't know, it's pretty cool. It's fun. It's a fun learning experience. So again, thank you to the people that have inspired me to try this out. Very, very fun. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.